Guys, here's the reason I wanted you to think through that origin story is because it's just like all the history teachers in the room, you have to understand where you've been to know where you're going. Some of us, especially I had to do this for myself, some of us in this room need to forgive ourselves for our origin story. How many of us look back and feel some guilt, look back and feel a little bit of shame about some choices we've made in the past? And how many of us are carrying that forward to today? We all have an origin story that has brought us to this very moment right now. We've been programmed just like a computer. So every day, you make about 80,000 decisions a day. 80,000. Of those 80,000 decisions you make every day, 95% of them are done subconsciously. Your brain's main job is to move your decisions to the subconscious world, so it doesn't have to think about them again. Body's main job is survival. That's what your physical body is there to do. It's there to keep you alive. Your brain, its main physical function is energy conservation. That's why you make so many decisions on autopilot. The act of walking, you picking up and putting down your feet, is on autopilot. Breathing, I wish more you would consciously breathe, but breathing is a very subconscious activity you do. Your origin story has put certain patterns in your life. And here's the crazy part about your origin story. Who you are right now, 85% of who you are right now was formed by the time you were 7 years old, unless you've done a lot of work to change that. So if you go walking down the beach for the first time and you're in fresh powder sand, it's hard, isn't it? Every time you take a step, your foot just sinks into the sand. But if you walk that beach every single day and you take that same path every single day, that sand becomes compacted. It's easier to walk that trail, isn't it? That's how habits are formed. That's why your origin story is so important, because your brain likes taking that easy path. And if we want to create change, we're going to have to get off that easy path and go back into that fresh powdered sand and blaze a new trail. That's why I wanted you to understand your origin story, because guys, look, change is hard. I've got a lot of moms in the room. The only people who like change are wet babies.